see the vehicle travel onto these what we call footprints. As the wheel on the far side of the car is going up into the arch, this wheel's coming down. It's not been just hang dangling there, it's actually been forced down to the ground by use of the cross-link valve. Get into a situation like this, and this is where normally you would say anything in less not as good as a Land Rover then. I'm trying to be politically correct.
Oh, you
sit here.
RAV4, as you said earlier on, yeah.
Anything that's not a Land Rover.
There you go.
It's going to sit here and it's going to spin, because you've got basically, even if you've got a four-wheel drive vehicle, if you've got a wheel on each axle spinning, you're not going anywhere. That would normally be end of story. Alright? But what we can do, this vehicle in particular has got a locking rear differential, so we can lock the rear diff, effectively locking the two rear wheels together so they both turn at the same speed. All we have to do to encourage that to kick in is just very, very lightly touch the throttle, but tell the computer, look, I want that to happen, kick that diff in, which many we do now. And you see how quickly that reacts, alright, instantly. So now he's travelling forwards with that far wheel is actually off the ground. But you're going to get to a point where the weight transfer is going to be too much for it to stay there, which is about now. So now we can balance 2.7 tonnes on two corners, which Jagsy's doing there. So with just one hand you can actually hold the car two wheels in the air. But to show you that, alright, if you imagine stresses and strains going on through the body of that car with two wheels off the ground on diagonal corners, but you still open and shut all the doors, no problem at all. Alright? So the fact that we've got the chassis with basically two chassis in the vehicle has meant that it's very, very strong. Come forward with it all in. So obviously get to a point where that weight has to transfer somewhere around, that's just going to be me.
Yeah, alright.
That do, Minnie.
Right wheels, the long wheels are ground again.
Let him go, Jag.
Oh, boy, What's he like?
Because it's a bit fast, could you turn it over?
If you hit that at speed you could, but showing you there, look, the vehicle's on air suspension, so you can actually get quite nasty with it.
Oh yeah. God, yeah.
Now, because it's on air suspension, those air sacs, just stay there, Jaggy. The air sac is in there, containing that aluminium tube, alright? Now, the air suspension of old previous products was just, you just had the air sac. So, although it was good and reacted quite quickly, it didn't respond as quick as this does, because the air sac is basically contained in the tube, alright? So you've got a much better air suspension setup, which gives you a much better ride, and in this sort of scenario, when you go over it, it absorbs the bump, but not to the point that you're going to go beyond that point of balance. Hello, Ian.
Oh, I'm frozen.
Huh?
Frozen scared, I can't think.
Jagsy's going to rush up to his Freelander.
The dirty one.
You want the dirty?
Yeah, the dirty one.